These cities will be destroyed, and many lives will be lost in these countries, will disappear from the map forever. They will be swallowed by the sea in minutes. That when people see these signs, they must leave these cities soon. Otherwise, millions of people will lose their lives in these other countries. Only the highest cities will remain, turning into tiny islands. These are the most shocking predictions of Edgar Cayce for our near future, including natural disasters, devastating and transformations, geopolitics that can change the world as we know it. If you like videos like this and you want to discover everything that the future holds for us, subscribe to the channel. Point taken. Now, Cayce not only diagnosed diseases in a state of trance, but also offered surprising visions about the future of humanity that continue to intrigue and scare everyone until today. We are going to explore how their readings influence thousands of people and discover everything that we could face soon. According to him, Edgar Cayce, known as the Prophet Sleeping, was born on March 18, 1877, on a farm near Hopkinsville, Kentucky, in the United States. From a young age, Cayce demonstrated unusual psychic abilities, such as the ability to memorizing books just by sleeping. He also recounted visions about them and spiritual experiences. What intrigued and worried his family at 20 so many years, Cayce developed a mysterious loss of voice that the traditional medicine could not explain nor cure. It was during this crisis that discovered his ability to enter a state of deep and offer diagnoses and treatments for themselves and for others. Throughout his life, Cayce has performed more than 14,000 readings while in a state of trance, addressing a wide variety of topics from health diagnoses to predictions about future events and spiritual interpretations of their readings about health, many of which suggested natural treatments and holistic, were remarkably accurate and helped numerous people to find relief for their diseases. In addition to health issues, Cayce also explored topics such as reincarnation, ancient civilizations like Atlantis, and the interpretation of dreams. Founded the Association for the Research and Enlightenment in 1931. He continues studying and spreading his work to this day. Despite his abilities, extraordinary, Cayce faced many criticism and skepticism throughout its life, remained as a man deeply religious and devout, frequently emphasizing the importance of spirituality, prayer, and charity. Cayce passed away on the 3rd January 1945, but his legacy lives on in his readings and teachings continue to inspire, influencing professional scholars of holistic health and seekers spiritual throughout the world. The life of Edgar Cayce is a testimony of an individual who, despite the adversities and doubts, he dedicated his existence to help others and explore the mysteries of life and universe. For our near future, made the following predictions that they are leaving people in fear, because many of them have already begun to be fulfilled. Just realize what is happening around us. First terrifying prediction was about the destruction of 3 large cities from the United States, New York, Los Angeles, and St. Francis. Stated that great portions of the coastal areas would be destroyed due to catastrophic events such as major earthquakes and floods. These natural calamities would cause enormous loss of life and destruction of infrastructures, changing drastically the landscape of these urban areas. Idea of such disasters in such places populated and economically important, it is really scary, as it would affect millions of people and would have a profound impact on the entire country. This Cayce prediction highlights the vulnerability of large cities in the face of natural disasters. New York, with its dense population and importance, financial Los Angeles, the center of entertainment and culture, and San Francisco, known for his innovation, technological, and coastal location, are all areas that would suffer greatly in case of a disaster of this magnitude. Cayce mentioned that we will first have the eruption in the South Pacific and those areas along the West Coast, referring to the dangers imminent. Despite the fear that this prediction can generate, Cayce too believed in the human capacity to adaptation and overcoming, suggested that after these disasters, there would be an opportunity to rebuild in a way safer and more sustainable. Humanity will learn from these events and seek ways to live in greater harmony with nature, said Cayce. This vision offers a ray of hope, showing that even in the face of devastation, there is the possibility of rebirth and improvement of the preparation, resilience, and collaboration will be essential for face and overcome the challenges that such disasters can bring. Edgar Cayce made a disturbing prediction about changes in the poles of the Earth, said that the poles would change and with it there would be a climatic and geographical change. According to Cayce, these changes would result in major natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunamis and floods, drastically affecting life in the planet. Said that the waters of the Great Lake will be poured out into the Vanga of Mississippi, suggesting that geography of the United States would be transformed. The idea of such changes is terrifying already, which could cause the destruction of cities and the lives of many. He also mentioned that these changes in the poles would lead to a new era of consciousness and spirituality. Believed that with the changes in the currents of the Earth too, there will be changes in the mental currents and spiritual of man. According to him, humanity would be forced to adapt and find new ways to live in harmony with nature. Although this vision offers a ray of hope, transition to this new era would be accompanied by great challenges and suffering from climate change, and geographic could destabilize economies, displace populations, and demand a coordinated global response. Despite of the fears associated with these predictions, Cayce saw an opportunity for growth and renewal. He stated that, through adversity, the man will find greater understanding of himself and his place in the universe. Adaptation to these changes could lead to innovations in technology and infrastructure, in addition to promoting a greater cooperation among nations to facing environmental challenges. Comment below if you've heard about it. Edgar Cayce made a prediction alarming about the submersion of parts of Japan and Europe, claimed that the land will break in Western America and parts of the East Coast, as well as parts of Western Europe, will disappear. According to Cayce, these regions would be submerged due to geological changes. Catastrophic events, such as earthquakes and tsunamis, predicted that southern Georgia and the Carolinas will disappear, suggesting that the destruction would not be limited only to Europe and Japan, but also would affect other coastal areas. The idea that entire parts of countries are submerged is extremely scary, since it would result in the loss of millions of lives and the destruction of vast inhabited areas. This prediction Cayce highlights the fragility of the coastal areas facing major disasters. Natural Japan and various parts of Europe, with its historic cities and economic centers, would be devastated by such events that the islands of the sea and the mainland of the Americas will change in surprising ways, emphasizing the global scale of the changes that anticipated. The submersion of entire regions would have an impact deep into the global economy, food security, and stability politics, displacing millions of people and causing humanitarian crises, despite the fear generated by the sea predictions. He also saw a possibility of adaptation and resilience, believed that the humanity will learn to live in a more harmonious with the earth after such catastrophes are predicted, as a warning about the importance of preparing for disasters, natural resources, and invest in infrastructure resistant to building cities and communities that can resist these forces will be essential. He said, in addition, international cooperation will be crucial to meet the challenges global and help the regions affected to recover and rebuild from sustainable way. Made predictions disturbing about tensions and global conflicts, warned that there will be a war on every continent, and that these wars would bring great suffering and destruction. Cayce predicted that these tensions and conflicts would be caused due to political and economic disputes. Territorial stated that the struggles between nations will worsen until each one has to answer for what he did with his neighbor. The idea of a world in constant conflict is terrifying, because suggests a future marked by the violence instability, and Los Vidas Cayce also spoke about the possibility of overcoming these conflicts through international cooperation and cess. Spiritual growth believed that through the same, the light will come to world, suggesting that humanity could find a path to peace and harmony. However, this path would be full of challenges and would require a change significant in global awareness. The Cayce vision serves as a warning about the dangers of war and the importance of search peaceful solutions to conflicts. Cayce's predictions underline the need for diplomacy, understanding, and cooperation international to prevent the escalation of tension, ends, and build a brighter future, safe and stable, for everyone. In addition to the war, Cayce also predicted economic changes and social significance, believed that these changes would be necessary to create a world more fair and equitable. Predictions of Cayce on tensions and conflicts global urge us to reflect on our actions and decisions as individuals and as a society, remind us the importance of peace, justice, and cooperation in the construction of a better future for everyone. At last, Edgar Cayce predicted devastating changes in the Middle East, said that the entire region will face conflicts and tensions extremes, which will result in great changes. Geopolitical and social science stated that the great uprisings in the Arab regions will bring great suffering and transformations. The idea of such unrest in a region already marked by conflicts is terrifying, as it suggests a future full of instability and violence. Cayce predictions regarding the Middle East, the following stand out: fragility and complexity of this region. The conflicts in the Middle East have the potential to affect not only to the nations involved, but to everyone because of the importance strategic and economic of the region. Despite the fear generated by these predictions, Cayce also saw a possibility of hope. Renewal. I believed that through adversity, the humanity will find a greater understanding and an opportunity for peace. The vision of Cayce serves as a warning about the importance of seek peaceful and fair solutions to conflicts in the Middle East. Remember that despite the challenges, it is possible to find a way to the stability and cooperation in this crucial region. Edgar's predictions Cayce about the near future are both alarming as well as intriguing, from catastrophic natural disasters to global tensions and conflicts. Visions of Cayce urge us to reflect on our future, now prepare for the challenges that may arise. Come despite the fear that your predictions can generate. Cayce, it also offers a ray of hope, suggesting that through adversity, we can find renewal and opportunity for a more harmonious future. Let me know in the comments what you think about these predictions you believe that could become reality. What would you do to prepare for a future uncertain? If you like videos like this and you want to discover everything that the future holds awaits us, I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.